Hello, hello, my friends. Hello. Happy Friday. Welcome in. We are going to try our best today. What I mean by that is my nose is about to fall off my face. I'm going to try. We will go as long as I can within reason. Okay. Dude, I don't know what it is about today. I didn't even take a photo of it, dude. I was so back and forth. My head was all over the place. We had Pizza Hut though. Oh my God. Oh my God. Phew. Yeah. Rudolph up in this piece. We'll do our best. Dude, I don't know what happened to me today. I can't explain what happened. I sneezed more today than I think I have in my life. No idea why. I don't know what the hell happened. What the absolute what?
Lizard.
No, I don't think it's allergies. I don't think so. No, this doesn't feel like allergies. No. But I also okay, I don't know, this sounds weird, but I also don't feel sick.
Lizard.
Is that a way to explain it? What the fuck is going on? Juju. Chris. Chicken. Hi, Hattie. Hi, Mayor. Hi, friend. Yeah, okay, I don't know how to explain it. I'm sure that you've felt this way before, but I don't feel sick. I don't feel sick, but my nose is like, no. I have another plan for you. That's what it feels like. Getting some mint chocolate. Oh, I could go for some mint. Some mint chocolate chip. Just congested? Yeah, I guess. Turning into Rudolph. Yeah, I know. Dude, I have blown my nose so much today. So much. Guys, what the absolute shit balls is going on? Ellie. Hay fever? Dude, I hope not. Yeah, I don't know what it was, man. That's right. I'll take meds. I'll get sleeps. I'll do all the things. It'll be fine. Well, I will go as long as I can today. Within reason. Within reason. So can we talk about what you sent in Discord this morning? What did I send in Discord this morning? Go on. Thank you for the biddies, friend. Welcome in, guys. Hi. I'm sorry I'm not 100%. I'm sorry. I'm doing what I can, man. Patriot? You mean Patreon? I was like, Patriot? What the hell? That's a good movie. Great movie. Great flick. Little Vampire, thank you for the 6 months. Anyone else the stream jumping around? I don't have any drop frames. So if other people are also having issues, then it's a Twitch problem. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Like I said, I know my limits. I will not push myself over what I need to. But I was like, I owe you guys a advent calendar open up. We've got to do the things. I was like, I at least got to do that. And then we'll play Phas for a little bit. What I wanted to do today, I wanted to play the new observation duty. I've wanted to play Fever Meme for a while because apparently it's very Stanley Parable-esque. And honestly, dude, that's one of my favorite games. Stanley Parable, I love that game so much. Ow. So I want to do both of the things. I might do them Sunday. Yeah. I might do them Sunday. We will see. Sim, thank you for the 34 months. You're going to see me blowing my nose a bunch today, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Hi, Crow. My first thought was Patriot Project from MGS. So, yeah, I can talk about that, too. I just wanted to, drink honey and ginger tea. Yeah. I don't know. Usually if I'm ever like this, it's like a day. It's like a day, and then the next day I'm fine. So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Demon fan, hello, friend. As long as I don't see the snot, dude, I don't want to see it either. To be fair, I also would not like to see it. I'm staying hydrated, all the stuff, all the things. We'll see. But that's why I was like, okay, I can't do observation duty. I can't do fever meme. I can't do those today. Not like this. Not like this. So I think I might save them for Sunday. Sleep is also very important. Funny enough, I think I got more sleep yesterday than I have in a long time. In a long time. I think so. At least it wasn't the other night during, oh my God, dude. I'm so sorry. If you guys haven't played that yet, I recommend it. They apparently had a big old patch. After we played. So I need to read the patch notes and see what they fixed. Got to do what you got to do. That's right. That is right. Gamer fan, thank you so much for the 15 months. Hello, friend. Did I get? No, you did not. No. Nope. That's going to be the first thing I do today is the advent calendar. Yeah. Pardon the dab. Human Raptor, thank you for the 8 months. Hello, friend. Welcome in. How are you? Gaga, hi, friend. What in the combination, Batman? The game from Wednesday looks like a great game to play. I'd recommend it. Now, I don't know if they're going to change the rate at which you get jump scares and things like that. However, at one point, because I was going back through and I was cutting the footage together for a video, and I said at some point, I was like, I have a feeling the further you get in, it's going to start to amp up and start to get a lot more frequent. And that's literally what happened. We went to a cemetery and like every 10 seconds, we were just getting hit in the face. Man. Hey, Taco, how are you? But it was great. I'd recommend it highly. Fantastic game. I want to play it again. 100% going to play that again. I want to make sure that I think the next time I play, I'm going to get people that I know scream. Like I'm going to get like Chiba and Coach. Like Chiba and Chesney would be the absolute best combo for that game. Or maybe they'd be the worst combo because you die like every second. I mean, Chiba, we know exactly what's going to happen with Cheebs. That's pretty spot on. Every single jump scare. What the fuck? Oh, Doc would be great too. Oh yeah. Have you checked out the retro rewind demo yet? No, but I want to. I was going to do it on my Steam Deck, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I'm on the computer. I'm going to enjoy it more. It would be the loudest stream ever. How's the die and you become a hunter mode? I'm going to be very honest. It was not very good for me. I think I had some unlucky draws where I was running into a bunch of bugs. So unfortunately, I didn't get a good run of it, but I'm going to do it again so I can try that again and see if it's better the next time. Yeah. You'll love it. Oh, I'm excited. Hi, Ann. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome in. All right. I'm going to load up Phasmo. Okay. I'm going to load up the Phas. We're going to do our best. We're going to do the advent calendar for Wednesday's stream. Okay. And then we're doing it for this stream. Hi, Will. Hi, friend. The other thing that we need to talk about, though, or we could do our worst. What do you mean do our worst? What does that mean? Oh, as another option. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Keep it open-ended, right? Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Skater Chick. How are you? Are you talking about the Try Not to Scream game? Yeah. Yeah. It's called Don't Scream Together. 'Tis the name. Don't Scream Together. It is the multiplayer version of said game that you're thinking of. Oh, I was wondering what the hell that was. Hi, Rafa. I don't know why that sounded so weird to me. Okay. On the top of the Twitch watch, I appreciate you, MSC. Thank you. Thank you. All the guys, any one of you that have shared your image in the server or posted on socials and tagged me, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, guys. Solo tonight? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Yeah, we're not 100% today, but I'm going to do my best. How long are you keeping the Christmas merch up? At least until the middle of January. Yeah, I want to buy people enough time to do the things and the stuff and the things. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hi, Honorable. How are you? Welcome in, friend. Don't say your age. Get out of here. I hope you had a great birthday, though. Yeah. You'll have more than enough time. Gamer fan, thank you for the biddies. Pardon me. I think my hope is like, at some point, I'm just going to like dry up. Are they doing a Christmas event for Phas this year? Yes, we just don't have any dates yet. Yeah. We're just waiting for them to announce when that's going to happen. That's basically it. All right. I did open the advent calendar earlier and it was working. Vodka would dried up. I'm not drinking vodka. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? All right. The website is live. All right. Good talk. Good deal. Good frickin' deal. Okay. Let me do a shuffle. So I owe an open of the 3rd, and then I owe today the 5th. So we'll do both. Oh, thank you, Savannah. No, we're going to talk about that too. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. A little icy hot in each nostril would help dry it out. Oh my God. I feel like that would be really bad. You know what I mean? Shark bait. Hoo ha ha. Thank you for the 8 months. My kid was just watching Finding Nemo. Got the 100K share. Congrats. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you very much. All right, let's open the 3rd. We'll open the 5th. And then after we do that, we'll talk about stuff and things. By the way, if you guys ever play Contexto, stuff for some reason was like number 11 today. I don't know. Me and Alex never beat it, but we tried. Yeah. Hi, Big Mama. All right. So we open every day that we reach the goal this month. This was a change if you guys haven't seen it. We open one of the days of the Advent, whichever day it is. So I owe you guys from the 3rd, and then today's the 5th for me right now. And we freaking reached it before doing shit. Doesn't burn, but the menthol dries it up pretty quick. Oh, okay. Interesting. I do have Icy Hot. Mine are currently trying to bully me into watching a movie. Ooh, what movie? Gift merch. Okay. I might as well do this. I might as well do the other one too. 2 gift merch. Ooh. Okay. All right, let me go over here so I can close this down. Okay. 2 gift merch. Well. No, thank you guys. They want me to watch Barbie, but I want to watch Batman. Which Batman? I think it depends on which Batman, which I would say whether you should watch Batman or Barbie. Because it does matter. So much merch. No, listen, that's why I'm leaving all of it up for as long as possible. I'm leaving it up for as long as possible. So that way people have the opportunity to get it if they want it. Tim Burton with Danny Elfman score Batman. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Barbie can eat one. Yeah. Yep. It can eat one. You win. Absolutely. Hi, Copper. Hi, Fran. All right. Well, I owe you guys 2 pieces of merch. So I know what we're going to do. Like the 2022 Batman. Do I have 3 of them on VHS? I have Batman and Robin. I have Batman Returns. I do not have the original, unfortunately. Do I have 3? Batman and Robin, Batman Returns. You know, I'll have to go look. I feel like I have 3, but I don't know. I don't remember what the 3rd one is. The Val Kilmer was your favorite. Really? You know which one kind of just like, I don't know, hits home for me is just like nostalgia that I love it so much. Freaking George Clooney, man. Like that one for some reason just forever is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. It's so good. So freaking good. It's got Uma Thurman. It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's got so many great people in it. You have the 4 movies on Blu-ray. Nice. Oh, the animated series is really good too. Jim Carrey. See, wait, hold on. This is going to blow. Hold on. Wait. This was going to drive me nuts. It was going to drive me nuts if I didn't go and look. Because I was like, what is the 3rd one that I have? And I now remember. I now remember. So, Batman and Robin. This is one of my favorite Batmans. It's corny, but in such a good way. And I love it. So good. But then we also have, hold on, wait here. I'll do this. I'll do the merch in a second. Hold on. I'll do this so you can see it better. Yeah. It's so good. Everybody, chill. And then we have Batman Forever. And then I love all three of these so much. I love them all, man. VHS? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I have more to get. I have a couple more to get. Yeah, they stopped making VHSs in like 2007, like the beginning of 2007. So everything up until that point, I can get. Batman Forever was the first VHS you had. You know what the first VHS? I remember the first VHS I ever had. I bought it with my own money as a kid. I got Toy Story. I got the Toy Story clamshell as a kid when the movie just came out with my own money, and I bought it from the grocery store. I remember it so much. Spice World? Okay, that was actually an okay movie, to be fair. Free Willy? Oh, I think I have Free Willy over there somewhere. I think I do. Clamshells are so satisfying. Dude, you have no idea how many clamshells I have. I mean, I'm sure not as much as some, but I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot. I have all the Goosebumps clamshells. Lamb for Time? Got it. Sitting over there right now. My Neighbor. Wait, what the hell is that? Has all the Scooby-Doos. Oh, man. There's just something different. There's just something different about physical media. I'm sorry. I will 100% be one of those people. Sword in the Stone? Sword in the Stone. Macaulay Culkin? The colored Nickelodeon ones. Oh, yeah, dude. The Rugrats in Paris. Yeah. Harriet the Spy. Classic. Wickedens. Think of the 11 months. Oh, Page Master. Not Sword in the Stone. Jesus Christ. Sorry, sick brain. I'm trying my best. Leave me alone. I know, I have it. You know, funny enough, my kids love Good Burger. They love that movie. The original one, not the second one. The second one is a throwaway. That's booty. It's booty. But the first one, love it so much. I thought you said your name was Kirk. Found Arthur as a kid, teach him how to be the king. Yeah. We don't mention the second. That's so bad. It's really, really not good. Lady, thank you for the 3 months. Hi, friend. Sorry, I'm having to go through the steps and the process to verify this, so it'll go in chat. So I apologize for the delay. But I have to do this every time. I mean, I guess it's a good thing because for safety's sake, but holy hell, dude. Welcome to Good Burger. Like, some of you guys might not even know that. For my birthday last year, my family dressed up as Good Burger employees and made me burgers and fries for dinner last year. All right, exclamation point, enter. You guys could win the 2025 holiday shirt. Exclamation point, enter. If you are curious what the holiday shirt is, all I want for Christmas is goo. Oh, it was so good. No, they did so good. And the food was so good. Service was great. You have all the black diamonds? Ooh, them's is worth monies. Them's is worth a pretty dollar. If you have like most of them, that collection in itself is worth a lot of money. I entered without knowing. Oh, please. If there's ever a giveaway, what do you need to know? You just enter. You don't even have to know what the hell it's for. If you win, you win. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Bling, welcome in, dude. How are you? Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, the Black Diamond, there's like different versions of the Disney VHSs, the animated movies. The Black Diamonds was a very limited edition of them. It's very expensive now. Very, very expensive. GG's. GG's on the win. Make sure you click the redeem link. If you missed it in chat, if you do ! redeem, it will come up again. And then you can click on it. All right. So that's just number one. I owe you another one. So we're going to do another one. Still remember when they used to take films out of the vault? See, like, we were never into Disney when I was younger. My parents could have given two shits. We went once, but beyond that, though, they couldn't care less about Disney movies in itself. So, like, we never collected anything like that. My parents are more into video games than they were into movies. Yeah. So when I say like I've been a gamer my whole life, I mean like my entire life. What can we win the second time? Well, give me a second and I'll tell you. Hold your horsies. 2:30 a.m. Hot damn. Yeah. It wasn't until later in life that I started to get into that stuff. Holding them? Good deal. Ooh, I might not have to verify this time. What does that say? I just did. There's no way it's going to make me do it twice. There it is. All right. ! Enter. Let's try again. One more time. One more. One more time. This time, if you win, you win a flash ornament. You win a nice little tree you can put on your tree. Certified gamer. I just have played ever since I was a kid, man. Ever since I was a kid. Yep. Look at all them faces. Look at all them faces. Yeah, whenever I saw that they were offering ornaments for part of the merch, I was like, all right, well, I got to do that. What better way to decorate the tree than with Flash's face? Oh my God. There we go. Better cruise. Better cruise. GG's. Enjoy the merch, friends. Enjoy. Enjoy. All right. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Now we can talk about other stuff real quick before we get into the games. Before we get into the stuff and also the things. All right. Let me do this. I'm trying to get better about using my Stream Decks and actually adding browser sources and things like that. So I'm not having to pre-type all this stuff. Man, it makes life so much easier. It's like I'm learning how to use the equipment that's within reach. And I get to wake up Christmas morning and look at Flash's face. That's right. 'Tis a win. 'Tis a win. All right. Let me open this up in a different window real quick to show you guys. Top point one. Yeah, I saw it. All the pictures that have been posted in the server. Yeah. I've seen them. I appreciate it. When is the shirt available? It's available right now, friend. Bama, it's available right now. Is it not showing on the site? No, it is. So I don't have it in the right place. Okay, it's not your fault, Bama. It's mine because I removed the other stuff out of the category you need to be in. If you click on all products, you scroll down and you'll see it. So you'll see all the Christmas stuff. And then right after that, you'll see the 100K stuff. So you have home, shirts, hoodies, hydrate, other, all products. Click on all products, scroll down. Everything is in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not it was totally, that's not on you. That was on me. Hi, Defini. How are you? I owe some names for the tree, by the way, which I'll do that in a minute or two. Defini, how's everything going, friend? How are you? Char, thank you for the 1 month. Watched 121 hours, you according to the Twitch Wrapped. Sheesh. What is my Spotify Wrapped this year? Mine's busted. You have to understand, mine is jacked up because of stream. This playlist is a part of it. So I don't have a separate Spotify account for this one. I just use mine because I don't care. So that's what my listening age is like. Apparently 25 or 26, according to this. Where do I go to see available merch? FlashForceMerch.com. Currently in Minecraft with friends with 450 mods. Sweet baby Jesus. Good Lord. Am I partnered with Phas or Kinetic Games? Well, yes, because Kinetic Games is who owns Phasmo. Yes, I am. Yes, and there's no drops right now if you're curious. So it thinks you really like, oh, it thinks that I'm obsessed. Yeah, top song, top everything is from this playlist. Yep. Listening age 38. My wife's listening age was like 67 or something, or 68. I can't remember. It's old though, because just listening to like old bops. Yeah. All right. What did I need? Where am I? Who are you people? What are you doing here? That's right. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, it just reconnected. It just reconnected. I understand where I was going with this. Never mind. Your teen sister was 76. Good Lord. Good Lord. Custom made. Insert everything we want and more as we go. Damn. Hot diggity damn. So I did a thing earlier today. It is something that I've wanted to do for a while. And I tried it way back when, but I think I bit off more than I could chew because I didn't know what to do with it. I was just like, oh, people are doing it, so I should do it. But now I'm doing it with a purpose, and there's reason and there's benefit, and it's beneficial for everybody, but it's also beneficial for certain people if they so choose. So I decided to start a Patreon. There are different tiers within this that give you different perks, but there's also a way for you to join it for free where you will get notified about things. And I'm going to be posting things inside of this randomly for free. So when I say about different things that you have for options, this is what I'm talking about. So I have 3 different tiers for this. I have, and I had to make it Phasmo related. I'm sorry. It just felt very appropriate. So the truck camper tier, which is the first one, that one, you get the Discord role, you get the access to the channels, your name gets added to the YouTube video credits, early access to new YouTube videos. So I will make sure that they're available probably the best of my ability within 24 hours before they actually go live. So peeps can see it. Anybody at that one or above will have access to that. The investigator tier. The investigator tier is more content based in the sense that I'm going to be doing this. This was one of the things I was kind of excited about, but also it gives it more of a reason. I've been wanting to just play games without worrying about stream for extra stuff. Let me explain what I mean by that. I would love to do literally every last game I can on stream. The problem is that I just can't. I don't have that ability right now, not with the time, full-time job, all that stuff, family, everything, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing games offline, off stream, only for this. I'm going to record them. I'm going to do the entire game. I'm probably minimal or light editing so that way I can get it to you guys faster. And it's only going to be available here. That's it. It's not going public anywhere. Behind the scenes photos, behind the scenes images, maybe some videos about like how I make certain things. So it could be beneficial for content creators, like going through like a TikTok edit or going through how I make a thumbnail, or it could be about my setup. It could, whatever it may be, right? A monthly highlight reel to go over the stream. So taking the entire month, all the highlights, best clips, putting them all together in one video so you can watch it right there, just in case you don't have time to watch. And then a monthly Patreon game night that is not only Phasmo. This could be anything. And this would be a discussion that we would have. Like, what game are we interested in playing? Do we want to do Phas? Do we have too many people for Phas on this round? Okay, let's go do something else. That is all up for interpretation, but it's also up for discussion. I want to talk to you guys about what is beneficial and what is not. You guys might be like, well, I don't know. We don't need that because that's not necessary. Got it. It's out of here. Zip-de-doo-dah. See ya. Then there's the Chaos Crew. The Chaos Crew, as of right now, this is as of right now, will get an extra discount on merch, but they will also get limited edition items that are only available for that tier. I'm going to add more to that tier. It's just a matter of figuring out what I want to add. But if you are in this one, you get both. If you're in this one, you get all three, literally everything. So it's going to start off slow, get moving. As it starts rolling, my goal is to just keep it up and keep it going, keep posting the vids, keep doing all the things. Okay. But it is live right now. The name is on, it's patreon.com/FlashForcePlays. FlashForce was already taken by some weirdo, or not a weirdo. They just beat me to it and they were there first. So it's there. If you need it again, I have it available where I can hit it. It'll pop up as timers and things like that too. This should be working and it's not working. See that right there? Okay. That's fine. F me, right? All right. Anyway, the biggest thing about that is that it is a zero pressure situation. If you want to join for free to get notifications and random tidbit things that are free, join it. You'll get notifications and that's it. I'll post random videos from time to time that are available for everybody, or some behind the scenes stuff that's available for everybody. It's just an extra thing. Yeah. So it's there. If you guys want to join, awesome sauce. If not, don't worry about it. Do not stress it. SRT, what's up, dude? Allie, I hope your stream was good. Thank you for the raid. Jackie, thank you for the 29 months, dude. Are we able to request if we have the highest tier? What do you mean request? Do tell. And like I said, dude, I am open to discussion about things. So if we talk about something and it's like, ooh, what if you add this? I have a suggestion channel for a reason. Use it. 100% use it. I was wondering what that feeling was, and I realized it was a bunch of tissues in my pocket. Those tissues, you just happy to see me. Oh, Subaru, no, thank you guys. Listen, like I said, it's no pressure. No pressure at all. Solarina, thank you for the 3 months. All right, let's do some Phas now, yeah? Get our minds off of the nostril things. I have heard that there have been issues with servers, especially if it's North American servers and you're playing multiplayer. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Will you still be streaming on Twitch along with that? Everything that is Patreon related is a completely separate entity. Completely separate. Nothing to do with it. Like I say, nothing to do with it. It's obviously a part of it. But what I mean is I'm not stopping anything I'm doing here at all to do that stuff. That stuff is extra. Yeah. Point Hope. I'll do Point Hope. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's been a minute. Oh, Rafa. Oh, Chunky Wife, thank you. I appreciate it, friend. Keeping this up here, and I got the free. Oh, thank you so much, Teeny. And you know, and I think that's, this is a really weird thing to say. I think that's also part of the reason I'm such a social whore, is because I want people to be comfortable wherever they are. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to go somewhere else to enjoy anything. If you enjoy watching me, but you maybe don't like watching me on Twitch that much, you might not watch me much here and watch me over on YouTube or something. If you enjoy that, I don't want you to feel forced to come over here. But if you don't like watching YouTube, you only like watching the Twitch stream in the Twitchverse, because let's be real, the Twitch streaming is so much better than everything else. You might not want to go anywhere else, and that is fine. The things are available for all, but do not feel like you have to go anywhere. Live on YouTube tonight. Matt, I'm not going to go live on YouTube tonight. The reason for that is because this is about to fall off my face. I don't know how long I'm going to be live, so I figured we would keep it a little bit more chill and just stay here. Yeah, I would normally, but yeah. Shield, thank you for the 8 months, friend. Thank you, thank you. So it's just going to be a Twitch stream tonight. Do you know if you're streaming Christmas Eve, New York? Oh, do you? I said New York. Jesus Christ. Do you know if you're still streaming Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve? That's a fantastic question. I'd say probably. I'd say probably, but Christmas Eve might be up for debate. That I might not. And the reason is that I normally spend that time at night after the kiddos go to bed hanging out with the missus. We have our routine. We have our New York. Shut up. We have our routine. We have our tradition of watching Christmas Vacation and eating bagel bites while wearing our Christmas Vacation shirts. So if it was on another day, I would think about streaming it, but I'm probably going to take that day off. Will you wear a reindeer outfit while streaming? I mean, listen, $5 is $5. Oh, Christmas Vacation. We only watch it once a year, and we watch it on Christmas Eve every single year. Tradition. Ooh, ooh. Hi, Tommy Tom. You serious, Clark? What does she say? What does my wife say all the time? The blessing. Yeah. Hi, Tommy Tom. All right. Well, listen, we're just going to jump right in. Okay. We're going right to Point Hope. Tom, my face is going to fall off. I gotta be honest, though. I feel a little bit better right now than I did earlier. I felt way worse earlier. I feel much better right now. Still feeling like I want to blow my nose every 2 seconds, but we're okay. Doc yesterday was losing it. What did he do? All right, we're going to do a Nightmare Point Hope. Let's go. Maddie. I have other names I need to write down. No, it's okay, Tom. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, maybe I am getting sick, but I don't feel sick. I just feel... Ugh. All right, Maddie, I got you, friend. Tom, I was lurky turkey when I saw that you had a case of the frickin' Labubus or whatever the hell they're called. You know, I have looked at, noticed, paid attention to literally zero about those. Glutton for punishment? No, listen, they were listen, last stream they were asking a lot about Point Hope, or the last time we played, and I was like, you know what, I'll play it, and we didn't get to, so I feel like I owe it. Grateful as a player trying to get good at the game. Oh, I appreciate you, Mike. I'm sure that I have a bunch of videos that are just Point Hope. Well, I don't know about just Point Hope, but it probably included. You could probably search it up on my channel. Neon super happy being now. I'm sad as there is one in my bed staring at me. Yeah, that's a no for me. Absolutely not. Nope. No shot in hell. No, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that? Literally causing yourself harm, Tom. Neon deserves happiness. Happy wife, happy life. Nah, that's bullshit. As a married man myself, I'm gonna have to say that's hogwash. They're like Furbies. I mean, okay. Listen, I literally have a Furby in my room right now, so I guess I could see some appeal, but mine's for nostalgia. Like, Labubus are not for nostalgia. Right? No cards. It's happy spouse, happy house. You know, okay, that's a little better. That's a little bit better. Jen, I think that sounds right. Welcome in. Oh, my Lanta. Huge boner, dude. All right. Let's go get the power first. Was that here or there? What the hell was that? Boner with a sausage? What the hell is this? I can't see. Oh. Oh, is that butter? No. Sardines? Shut up. Social security card? No, I don't think so. What the hell is that? Thought it was tuna. What, if it's butter, why is it so thin? That's not how we have butter. Danish butter brand. Interesting. So it is butter. Oh, okay, relax yourself, please. All right, I'm gonna go turn the power on. Please don't kill me. Butter slices. I mean, I guess if it's already pre-sliced and it's like thin, like across the top of each other, I could see the benefit of that. Okay. I need more butter. Listen, us over in the States, we use a lot of butter. Like a lot. Oh, at least you're not all the way at the top, eh? All right. Well, there's nothing else for us up here. Careful, SpongeBob. Yeah, my sanity is depleting every second. So I need to be careful. There's a single serve. Roger that. Oh, Maddie, thank you for the subs, dude. All right, let's go. Let's go get the rest of our stuff. At least it's not very far up. It's literally in the kitchen. Can't believe it's not sardines. I need all these lights on to protect sanity, right? Literally every one of them. Haven't had a summoning circle in a while. I usually avoid them. Oh, thank you, Matt. Don't jinx yourself. It can move. Okay, but it can move like a room, not multiple. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that object before. I guess because it's so freaking thin, I've never paid attention to it. All right, let's get that. We're just gonna do runs. I'm gonna drop all this crap off and come right back to the truck. Yeah. Where are my truck campers at? Jen, thank you for the follow. So I turn the lights on every game, not for sanity, but to keep the ghost in the room. No, turning the lights on is not going to keep the ghost in the room. No. Okay, it's kind of a loaded question / answer, because keeping the lights on and keeping your sanity up will make it less likely that the ghost will change its room. However, having the lights on in general is not going to stop the ghost from moving. So if your sanity is depleting and the lights are on inside of the ghost room, the ghost can still move. Now, you have ghosts like a mare where they are more likely to move if the lights are on, but that's just the mare. Orbicals. Bye, Bella. Have a good one, friend. Hey. You best chill out. Trying to rip my head off? I saw you. I seen you. All right, let's go get more stuff. Hostile mimic, yeah. But I only have Dot's book and video camera in there. Well, no, I'm a liar. I've got the EMF in there, and I've got the freaking temperature. The thermo. The thing that takes the thing you put in the butt to check the temps. You know what I mean? That thing. Sorry, sick brain. Maybe I am getting sick. All right, get this. Touching a lot of windows, but I have a feeling when I go back up there that it's not going to be touching a lot of windows. Oh, listen, I mean, it is the most accurate temperature that you can get. Right in the bum. Sick yourself. I hope you feel better. It came out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell happened. I've been taking meds today, though, so hopefully things are better. You were touching windows. What happened? I'd like to save at least one, just in case I do get you. Oh, that was rude AF. No writing. I did hear a step. Oh, there we go. Okay, better. No UV. No freezing. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Possible writing. Let's go get more stuff. Wait a minute. No, okay, good. So Goryo's off the table. We don't, if we get dots, it'll be fine. Cut an onion in half and put it in the room. That's what I do when I start getting sick, and it works wonders. Cut an onion in half and put it in the room. Brother, that was the bone. Yes, it was. Trying to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Odd stream combo. Yeah, you know, that's what we do. Give me this. Give me that. Yeah, I've already got that. Let's get a camera in there. Let's watch this for a second. Who knows? Maybe it's a little shy. Is the pen still in the book, or do I see writing? I do now. Roger that. It's like I knew. Mayor Revite? Okay. Airborne's the way to go. Anyone in the house gets a sniffle, start taking it daily. Yeah, it's probably a smart idea. I think there's writing. You might be right. Maybe. Maybe the ghost heard me. It's very kind. What's the name? What's the name? Barbara Johnson. See you, Matt. Have a good one, dude. How I feel about it. All right. This should protect most for now. Okay, so we'll get a picture of this. We're gonna get a picture of this. It's gonna throw something. I'm gonna get a picture of this. Barbara Johnson, 3, 2, 1, throw. Barbara, that's cold. Barbara Johnson. Barb. And the summoning circle, you're right, yeah. Barb. Barb. Barbara. 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 There you go. Perfect. It's taking a drink. R. Got it. Hey, Sam. What's up, friend? All right, let's go get a photo of that real fast, too. I'm going to leave all these lights on. I mean, off, because the ones I have downstairs, I'm going to trip the breaker if I turn them more on. Stay hydrated. Roger that. Thank you. Yep, yep, yep. Are you sure? Okay. When I go back down there and it events on me and I take a photo, that's all the photos at least. Woman after my own heart. Oh my God. Did you see their name? All right, so about that ghost event I was talking about. Hello? Yes. Whoa. Audio keeps cutting out randomly. All right, now throw an object. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Gently coax the ghost. Ghosty. Here. I'm here next to your favorite drink. What if it just started lifting it up? Oh. Barbara. Hello. Firmly grasp it. Barbara. God damn it. She telling me what got her? Damn. Sag. Super Sag. I have no idea what you just moved. No clue. Whatever it is, I got it though. All right. Well, you're not showing up. You know what we're going to do? Better idea. F this. F this. Put that there. Lift it with your knees. Let's see. Motion sensor. Ooh, okay. I need to get that anyway. Good deal. I'm going to get the other crucifix. I'm going to get the motion sensor. And then I'm going to get the other writing book. Oh, God. This is going to be spicy. All right. So I need this. I need that. I need that. I could get the firelight. I mean, I could get that too. Hey, Demon. How are you? No shoes to F? No, no shoes to F. Hey, Blue Star, doing good. How are you? We'll come back for the other book. Getting the ghosties? We're trying to. That over there. Put that over there. Nothing quite. Put that there. Give me this. That. Walk in this. You're okay-ish? What do you mean okay-ish? We should hook the tier 3 flashlight to the hip. Act like a flashlight. In VR, you can. But, I mean, in this, you can too. I mean, look. Like, I don't have the flashlight on me. I was about to say you can. Wait, I don't have the flashlight on me. Dude. Which map are we on? Point Hope. Get the ghost writing. I got a photo of it, but I need to bring in the other book to get the video of it. Like, what? The audio keeps cutting out. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Is my ghost not here anymore? No, there's... Are you hiding? Ghosty? It's even colder. Oh, I did get the video while I was in the truck. Oh, yeah. The writing. Oh, yeah. I forgot that I got it already. Whispering Shadow, hello. Did it ghost you? I think it did. Is it going downstairs? What the fuck? Where's my, hold on. Where's my video camera? Give me this. The orb is still here. Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on. I think my ghosty is stuck. I just heard it touch the window, by the way. Oh, you son of a bitch. You're just not going to work now? Okay, that's fine. I don't like you anyway. Are you playing the last Lighthouse Keeper? At Point Hope? Maybe. Get that ghosty. I'm about to leave this ghosty. This is my mission. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Camera shy? I'll look away. The same thing happened earlier. I would do a few things and it would stop interacting with everything. Like this has nothing to do with like how active the ghost is. This just has to do with the ghost walking around. And it's given up. Levitating to avoid the motion sensor? That mother. Uh-oh. Hey. No. You did this. You're not going to just cool it off like nothing happened. Absolutely not. I want my motion sensor video. It's Friday. It's been a long week. The ghost is tired. Oh, I got that too. Shit. Oh, wait. Oh, I need... Oh, wait. 2 for 1. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Okay. Now it's dangerous. I need a video of it. Object thrown, disturbed salt. Object thrown. Goodbye. I need this video. Okay, or not. You know what? I'll just go F myself. Shut up! I'm going to the truck. I'm out of here. Issues trying to record EMF 5. The recorder just won't record. Some of the issues that I run into like the EMF only being 5 for like a second, and then it just stops. And then it's just like EMF 2 or something stupid. Look, nothing I can do. Nothing. All right. Fine. Let's bring that in there. We could get audio of that. You know what? I do need it to hunt to hear it and know what it is. I do need it to hunt. All right. I'm gonna snooze. I'm gonna snooze the stuff in the things for now. Okay. All right. Do I need another motion sensor or another video camera? That is the question. What is bugging out on me? Let's pretend it's the motion sensor itself. Okay. And pray. You have a question? Hit me. What do you got, chicken leg? Been an hour already? I know. Time flies, man. I have hiding right here, by the way. Be my last one. Okay, you're over here. Are you kidding me? Old Stretch Armstrong over here? All right. I'm gonna go down here. Let's be smat. Let's be smat. Wicked smat. Come on, Barb, do the thing. Do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Come on, Ghosty, let's go. Oh, it blew out the lantern. What an ass. I think it was my last one, too. I think that was it. So I'm just waiting for it to hunt. Because of the follows, welcome in. Roger that. God, dude. The hunt will give it away. We just need it to actually hunt. Now it doesn't want to. That sounds pretty normal to me. There. F it, we're going up. Bye, Pam. Love you. Hopefully I got that sound. No hiding. Nice. Her name is Barb. No, her name is Pam. She is Pajama Pam. Forever and always. All right, do I just need the motion sensor? Oh, wait. I forgot. Wait a minute. Okay, F this. By the way, oh. I'm sitting here trying to record video of this when really I just had to have it happen because I wasn't paying attention. We have time before it tries to kill me. Was wondering? Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Fight! All right, F this. Oh, what a bitch. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, a-hole? The second I walk away, she blows the light out. Was wondering why I recorded the motion sensor because I'm not paying attention. Asked for a slice of her rhubarb pie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. Maybe she'll come downstairs again. It's fine. We'll just get this video. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry. It's been a long evening. Freedom, thank you for the 1 month. Thank you so much for the sub, friend. Does that mean she's a mare? Yeah. She sped up with line of sight, so we know it's not a they, and we heard that it was normal speed to begin. So, mare. Yep, indeed. Miss anything? Nah, you're good. Waiting for Ghosty to hunt me one more time. Yep, one more time. You hope that I'm being a beautiful sausage. I don't think so. I'm trying. I'm recording. Might be in danger. No summon circle video? No, F that. Knowing me, it would bug. Well, not bug. Knowing me, it would hunt immediately. Hey, let's go. Elena, thank you for the biddies. There we go. Guess your first no evidence goes with the weekly. It was way too fast, but not a rev. Oh, nice. It was way too fast to not be a rev, and it was one. Nice. Oh, Freedom, thank you. No, I appreciate you, dude. Oh, there we go. That's everything. I made a dum-dum. I made a dum-dum. And I'm sitting here just with my sick brain thinking, oh, detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. I got a video. I got to record it. We're going to leave. You know, this map will do that to people. It'll really hit you, so careful. Dumb air. Dumb air. Nice. Look at that. Daily. Thank you. Daily, weekly. It's not a bad nightmare run. Not too sham at all. All right, I'm going to run ads, friends. I do 3 minutes every hour, so you don't have pre-rolls. So 3 minutes. This is a good time to stretch for you guys to hydrate. We're just going to sit here and chit chat while you guys are waiting. But I'm not going to go into the next game without you. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I can definitely tell that I'm not going to be going super long tonight, though. There's no shot. No way in hell. No away. Baticus, thank you for the follow. Rico, welcome in. Mats, Blue. I normally stream on YouTube as well, but not tonight. With knowing that I wasn't going to be streaming very long, I didn't want to go over there and only stream for a very short amount of time. So, yeah. Speed game for 3 minutes? No. No, we'll wait. I don't want to do that to them. No. Say what this would be a good time for, though. This is a good time for me. Okay, I need to set this up, too. Go for a freezing cup of water. Oh, just like a super, super cold cup. Oh, yeah. Comfy cozy? I do, Mr. Rafa. I do. Yes, sir, I does. While we're waiting for that, what I'll do is I'll write down the stuff I need to write down. Gamer fan. Thank you, dude. Does anybody know if Chiba is planning to play Don't Scream together anytime soon? I don't want to miss it. Gamer fan, thank you so much, friend. I'm doing good, friend. How are you? He hasn't said anything. He better. He freaking better. All right, I have, hold on. I got to keep track of this. Is this all royalty free? No, I have the license for it. No, it's Monster Cat music. Most of this, almost all of it, I think, is Monster. I'm pretty sure all of it is Monster Cat. But I have a gold license for them, so I have the ability to stream it with my content. I can put it in videos. I can put it whatever I want. All right. Chicken legged hut. Got you, friend. Done and done. Juju. Got you as well. Done. Did you miss the advent calendar? Yes, they were. I spun it twice. They were both merch. They were both merch. Yeah. All right, we're back. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. #1 watch stream according to Twitch Wrapped. Well, I appreciate you, Shady. Thank you. Excuse me for 1 second. Luckily, we don't have to wake up early tomorrow. They're Bert merch. They're Bert merch. That's right. My glasses are smudgy. I can't see squat. Figures I was late. No, you're good. I wanted to make sure I was at least live today for that, but I was feeling up for some games, so I said, let's do the things. Oh, hey Blob, how are you? Think me and you have the same sinus issues going on? Dude, Supa, do you feel like you don't feel super sick, but your head is like, listen, I'm just going to keep running, whether you like it or not? Like, is that how you feel? Because that's how I feel. Hi, Marissa. Welcome in. Less than coffee. Hello. Excuse me? And the throat hurts to talk. So my throat doesn't hurt to talk, but it was hurting earlier. Yeah. What was that break? I go lay down when I feel like that. After stream, that's the plan. Yeah. Had a couple weeks ago. All right, let's go to Nell's Diner and go find Tom's Squirty Cream. Heather, thank you for the 4-month Prime. Don't you remember saying that? Listen, do we remember half of the crap we say? Break is a member of the No Pants Party in secret. Is it really a secret? Used to have bad sinus issues. Then I got punched in the nose and now I'm good. Oh shit. Don't recommend, yeah, but you're good now though. I mean, if your nose issues are bad enough, I think a good sock right to the old kisser is probably not a bad idea. You good? Break hates pants. Oh, that's fair. Nels is your favorite map. Nels is great. Nels is a wonderfully done map. I love this map. I do wait for the day whenever I do this in VR, or I watch people play in VR, where you actually enact everything as you're working at the diner. Have people look like they're actually sitting at the tables. Have someone there. Man, can you imagine if like for this map alone, they just open it up, allows you to play with like 30 people? This is true. Did the ghost just lift the door? No, there's something wrong with gravity. And for some reason, that bar flap decides to lift itself. And we don't know why. No reason. All right, let's go. I assume all streamers don't wear pants. Until you see the pants, you can assume that there are no pants. So very fair to you. All right, there's no breaker there. So let's go to the back door. I think it's because it's a door trying to be half open, but it can't. Oh, maybe. All right, we know where the power is. It's right here. Yeah, it's right there. I'm gonna sneeze. I feel it. Maybe not. Wait. I'm good. Okay, fine. Preemptively bless you. Thank you. It doesn't feel any good when it doesn't happen, but still. Love the YouTube content. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Was that over this way? Do my ears deceive me? Where the hell did I hear that? Lady, thank you for the 2-month prime. Did you hear us talking about Tom's squirty cream? No way. The ghost is literally here. I'm not joking. I did not do this. Oh, God. I don't... Okay. I think it's only cold here because it keeps wandering back and forth. Yeah, it's in the freezer. What a shot for that. I know. Say we're going to Nell's Diner to go find Tom's squirty cream and the ghost is like, it's over here. Thought your friend and I played originally. We were lost. Oh, we all were lost originally, friend. All of us. All of us. It's that feeling like you want to sneeze, but you can't. Or did the sound notification for a prime sub change? It did. I shortened it so that way the VODs would stop getting hit. With it being shortened, it doesn't get hit with copyright stuff. Yep. Look into a bright light. I'm surrounded by bright lights. What do you mean? Will you always see your breath in the freezer? Only... Dude, I don't know what is happening with my game. These stutters, when shit ain't happening. You'll only see your breath in the freezer if the ghost is in that room or if the power is... Wait. Yeah, if the power's off. Sorry. If the power's off, then the freezer isn't working, so it's not going to be cold. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I was confusing myself on that one. If the power's off, the freezer is not working. Oh. Touching the microwaves, A. Squirty cream, squirty cream. No, squirty cream. Not Jeffrey, squirty cream. Let's put this here. Shush. Do I want that there? Maybe I can see it like through here, you know? Maybe? Look, the ghost is opening the flaps anyway. All right. Shush your creams. Hey, relax. Ooh. So the freezer will never go below 1 degree unless you have a freezing ghost. Shh. Stop it. Let's go get more stuff. Be funny if using the microwave could blow the breaker. That would suck. That would suck like a lot. Streamer finally playing Nels. How many streams do you hop hoping to see someone playing Nels? You know that the streams you probably leave are the streams that are playing Nels next, right? A little patience goes a long way. Just hear me out. Doing some friendly badge grinding the other day. Halfway through when I realized it was a blood moon. How the hell do you not know? Hey Vamp, how are you? Walk-in freezer at work must be full of ghosts. -10, yeah, is the norms. Well, they couldn't do that with this because then people would cry. Shut up. People would be upset because then they'd be like, well, I had freezing. Where are you? Listen, dude, is this the ghost of Tom? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Spirit Shade Myling? Oh, this isn't a shade, right? A shame you can't UV the flaps. How cool would that be? It's a fan of Tom? I don't think so. I think we have either, my guess is a Spirit or a Myling. I don't remember what the whole parabolic microphone, like the Myling will talk however so often, because there is a trick with that. I just never remember it. It's only Tom if it's a Myling. Okay, roger that. I need a video of it. We need the parabolic microphone anyway. Good deal. Let's bring this. Let's bring this. Let's bring this. Let's bring. Oh nope, we got that. We got that. On test. I want to try to get some media first, and then we'll see. Yeah, does not like tea. Correct. I don't know how much EV evidence it would leave if it just shoved its face. How funny would it be though? Little ghosty face all over the flaps. That would be pretty funny. All right, does that cover this whole room? I think it does. Okay, Squirty Cream, relax. Would you stop it? I have no idea what it just did. All right. Get to talking, eh? Streaks of UV goo. Come on. Finally got your first blood moon in the diner. Nice. I still have yet to get a blood moon at Grafton. Still. Have not gotten one yet. Nope. How long has Grafton Revamp been out? And I can only imagine how many times I've played it by now. We want goo. For Christmas? Because we can take care of that. Haven't either, don't feel bad. Yeah. What does the sound recorder do to start playing Phas? It's a way to get media. You can use it to your benefit for the match because there are certain ghosts that leave certain sounds. Like the Banshee, you can do a Banshee wail inside of that thing. Okay, dude. Real mature. You want a hippopotamus for Christmas? That sucks. What would happen if I redeemed Stream King for a second time? Nothing, because I don't know. Is it seriously not gonna... Okay, this is a spirit, right? Until I add more things for higher points, I don't know. What if I go further away? Maybe it's just shy. Okay. Hippos, like top 5 worst gifts for Christmas. Not for VIP, nice. Ghost smelling salts. When they step on it, they get affected by the... Hey. All right, I need a video of you now. All right, video time, let's go. Stop messing with the cream. I don't know what you're throwing. Okay, dude. Stop. My guess, oh God, my guess right now is spirit. What are the chances of the mannequins on Grafton to move or teleport? I don't know. I'm sure that there's some sort of mathing behind it, but between needing the ghost to be near that, and then the chance of the ghost actually moving it, I'm not sure. Hi, Autumn. How am I? I'm okay. My nose wants to fall off my face. But other than that, though, we're doing okay. Ghosty. With the mosty. It just wants you to sample the cream? Oh. All right. Well, I'm not one to turn down free samples. You know? No. That's not ill. What do you mean? Roxy, you listen here, bucko. What are you throwing? Look, there's nothing. I can't, this camera's broken. This camera's broken. Nothing can be recorded. Literally nothing. Fine. I says what I says. Nuh-uh. Stop it, Ron. Throw it at the ghost. Reverse hunting. Haha. It's coming back. What size is my head? Large. Haha. Tom, I got the squirty cream. It says interaction. We can very easily make that say squirty cream. That's an interaction away. I mean, that is one edit away from saying squirty cream. Do you just get a video of the ghost screen? Wait, what? Unfortunately, though, I need a video of the ghost. Proud of you. Oh, the breaker door. I'm sad that it doesn't say it, Tom. It really... Jesus Christ, oh God, it's a disgusting little child. Okay. You are too young to be messing with that. Real cute. Real original. Have I ever played games that aren't Phas on stream? Yes. How long have you been following the stream? I counted. In our hearts it says squirty cream. 2 weeks. I've definitely played a bunch of games in the last 2 weeks that were not Phas. No, stop. Rude. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. You played Don't Scream recently? I literally played Don't Scream my last stream. Yeah, I got you, you little shit. Oh God, I might die. Oh my God, I got outside. Oh my God. Oh my God. Feel better now? No. Not at all. We're trying though. We're trying. Thank you, Ellie. God, give me a sec. We are in safety, so we'll be fine. Thank you for the follows, friends. Like I said, today my goal was to go as long as I could. I'm proud. I've gone actually longer than I thought I was going to. Oh my god. What was I about to do? I got a video of the ghost, right? Yeah. I need to repel it. We need repellent. We need repellent. I've gotten no sounds. Pretty sure this is a spirit. Which honestly, smudging it should buy us a lot of time. You were going to not hug the ghosty. That's right. Quick, what repels cream? I don't know. Oh, shit balls. Did that? Okay. F me, right? All right, EMF 5, come on. Do you know what the curse is? I don't even know if I looked. I could get ghost right. Oh, I can't reach it. Oh, whatever the sound is, it's all the way over there. That's some bullshit. Is the ghost not even here anymore? Do I like Nels? Nels is a wonderful map. Did I not just hear that out here? I'm so confused. Janiac, thank you for the 38 months, friend. Glad I'm off overnights. Don't have to use as many as Zims. Let's go get the power back on. I'm confused. Good night, Teeny. Definitely out here. Okay. Give me this. Protect ourselves a little bit. I swear to God. Wait. Oh, it's in my hand. I'm good. Animal talking. EMF 5. It has activated like 6 different squirty creams. If it's a spirit, it's about to hunt. Ghost loves cream. Yeah. You know what? Stay right here. I don't have an event, right? Bitch. I've recorded that. Such garbage. You little mother effer. I'm gonna smudge it. This is true. Oh, I could have gotten the hunting sound. Didn't think about it. Too late. Seems quiet. It does seem quiet. But this would be twice that it is not hunted for 3 minutes. All right, ghost. We have paranormal talking and EMF 5. I need more. I need photos too, actually. Archmage, hello friend. How are you? All right, that's all burn. That's all burn up. That's all burn up. What did I do with my my photo camera? Did I put that by the front door? Oh, she blows. All the medias. All right, where's it at? Nice. Done. Object thrown, already got it. Object interaction, shadow, burn, cruci. Okay. I'm gonna keep this on me. It's too late, isn't it? You bitch. I knew it. Second I walk away, I knew it. All right. I don't remember finding the bone. I've not seen. Oh, there's my breath out here. Okay. Hey. Oh, give. Yes. Bro. Okay. No more fart balls for me. Nope. No more. Clear as day. I got robbed. Absolutely thieved. Do I have a smudge? No, I don't. Uh-oh. I need to hurry. Okay. All right, let's put that in there. Let's put that in there. Let's go get more smudges. I have one more photo. You notice how it didn't hunt me that entire time? Interesting, yes? Yeah. All right. So you thought you saw the bone in the second bathroom? No, what you saw was the vent near the wall. Those can look very deceiving. Very deceiving. Yeah, we could do the cursed object. I really don't even need it to hunt again because we got all that. That. Yeah, let's do this. Watch this be a miling, I swear to God. The vent looks very bony. This is true. Yeah, that was a tumbleweed. That is correct. Yeah. Hold on. If we keep looking this way, we'll see another one. Hold on. Here, I'll give you the perfect view. Any minute now, we're going to get a perfect little tumbleweed. There it goes. Just a little guy. It was comically small. All right. Give me that. Way too little traffic noise. You figured there would at least be a little bit, right? But as for the game itself, I guess we're not that upset. All right. No, I don't need you. I need you. User box. Hey, hey, hey. I could have turned around and gotten that if I would have seen it. Now, if I wanted to, oh man, the dangerous part about this map with it being a possible miling is that all ghosts are quiet on this map. Like all of them. You think I'd be safe right here? Probably safe, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Waiting over 3 minutes multiple times. Pretty sure its footsteps are too loud. Smudge. It's in my hand. You can't even see over the counter, dude. It was coming right for us. All right, that's a spirit. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Spirit for sure. Depends on the time of night. Yeah, if it's super late, yeah, I guess it would be kind of dead. No pun intended. Kid was mad you turned off its squirty cream. Well, it didn't need that many. It turned on like 18 of them. It's too much. Too many squirty creams. Too much. Punt that little bastard. Amen. Amens. Nice. Sperate. Love it. Another perfect game. Love it, love it, love it. Spoken like a dad. What? Punt the kid? Okay. Whoa. You hold on a second there, bucko. Could you remind me what cursed objects may cause a ghostie to change rooms? I used the paw and really soon after a room change occurred. If you use the paw and that happened, that means you wish for sanity. Yeah. Chris, thank you for the 5 subs, friend. If you wish for sanity using the monkey paw, the ghost will change its favorite room. So that was probably what happened to you. Probably. All right, let me see what is happening here. Why is this happening? I don't know what is happening. That's all kinds of messed up. Is that working? No, none of them are. Okay. All right, good deal. Good deal. All right. Guys, as much as I would love to continue and go for another like hour and a half, 2 hours, I think that is where I'm going to call it. We're going to go find someone to say hi to. I appreciate you guys. I know myself, and I know that I'm just going to keep sneezing and blowing my nose and all that jazz. So don't you wow me. I appreciate it very much. I imagine after a day, I'll be fine. So Sunday, I need to have a think. Sunday, I might do different games that day. We might do, I'm on observation duty 8. We might do Fever Meme. I want to play those games. It's just a matter of figuring out when to play them. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Get gooder. Thank you. Also sick. 2 weeks. Damn, dude. No, thank you guys. If any, I know a few of you have said that you weren't feeling so hot. I hope you feel better. Yeah. Listen, if I can stand it, I wanted to go live for at least a little bit and hang out. So I'm glad I did. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys missed it earlier, I had an announcement that I am going to be active on Patreon from now on. I'm going to be doing behind the scenes content. I'm going to be doing extra videos of doing different games that if it's a game I'm more than likely, like, I want to play, but maybe I'm not going to post a video, or we might not have time to play it on stream. My goal is going to be to play it and then post it, not publicly, but post it inside of the Patreon. And there's a lot of other things in there as well. And you can join for free and get notifications that things are getting posted. But yeah, there's lots of stuff in there. All right. Let's do the things. Let's do the things. Brizzlebob, thank you so much for the 6 months, dude. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, that might be what I do Sunday. That might be the plan. Fever Meme, I keep getting told to get played because it's like Stanley Parable meets like those rage-inducing games. So I think that might be right down our alley. Oh, thank you, friends. I appreciate it. Thank you. 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 All right. Let us see what's happening here. Oh, wow. Okay, listen, I know that we were here recently, but the last time that we were there, they had issues, and I'm hoping they don't have issues. They're very close to hitting a certain goal, and I would love to help that if possible. They're going to get it, but they're like, seal the deal. Wally. Yeah. Fever Meme, I'll be here. I might play that Sunday. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll do half, like maybe Sunday will be half Phas, half another game. And then Monday I could do the weekly and then do another game. Maybe. All right, you lovely beans. If you're a follower, the first message is for you. If you're a sub, the next one's for you. Creepy tier 3s, that is for you. That is for you. Hopefully they're going to be live for a while. So if not, we're going to go over there anyway. But guys, thank you so much for an amazing stream. I know it was a shorter stream, but I appreciate you guys still being here no matter what. I'll be live on Sunday for more fun and shenanigans. Still have not set my partnerversary day yet. I don't know. 27th, 28th, more than likely. Yeah. Eventually. Hi, Fran. No, thank you, Soup. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I love you all. I will see you guys on Sunday for more fun and more, who knows? I don't know. I gotta go. Bye.